Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a really unique source, lesson notes, from a beginner Indonesian language course. And it's all about weather and seasons, but it's packed. I mean, really packed with dialogue, vocab, grammar, even cultural bits. So our mission for this deep dive really is to pull out what's most important for you. It's not just about learning a few Indonesian phrases, though that's cool too. It's more about how language, connects to everything, culture, travel, how even simple chats can open up these fascinating worlds.
Yeah, what's really compelling here is just how much practical stuff and cultural knowledge, too, is sort of hidden inside what looks like a basic language lesson. We'll try and connect those dots for you, show how grabbing even basic phrases can lead to, well, a much richer appreciation of a place and its people.
Okay, so let's unpack this thing. Our source kicks off with a pretty simple conversation. It's between two characters, Andi and Lisa, and they're just talking about the weather. Andi says, "Cuaca hari ini sangat bagus. Tidak, berawan, matahari, bersinar," which basically means the weather today is really nice, not cloudy, sun shining brightly.
And that raises a good point, actually. Why start with weather? Well, it's universal, isn't it? A total icebreaker.
Okay.
Sets a practical scene right away. And Lisa adds, Ramalan Cuaca juga mengatakan tidak ada hujan hari ini, meaning the weather forecast also said no rain today.
Right. And then Andi, he compares it to 2 days ago. It says, "Today is Jollibee bike." Much better.
Much better, yeah.
Lisa confirms it's July, so telah mulai musim panas, summer starting. Simple, very relatable stuff.
But if we sort of step back a bit, notice how fast that conversation shifts. From weather straight into plans. Andi asks Lisa if she's lapar hungry, because they're getting to Bandung sebentar lagi shortly. And that's such a common pattern in real life, isn't it? Small talk, like weather, just paving the way for, actual plans.
Exactly. And Lisa says she isn't biji tu lapar, not really hungry, but she says she would eat batagor Bandung if they have it, which is like a specific local dish.
Right.
And then they plan to go shopping at factory outlets. So this tiny dialogue, it's full of these little clues about daily life, food, what people do for fun. So that short chat, it really did unlock quite a bit.
Okay.
Let's dive into some of the specific words from this lesson, because this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay, so the source gives us some key terms. Sebentar lagi, shortly. Cuaca, weather. Berawan, cloudy. Ramalan, forecast. Lebih baik, better. Bersinar, to shine. Sampai, to arrive. And lapar, hungry.
Okay, let's pick one. Ramalan. What stands out to you about how that word's used? It seems broader than just forecast.
Yeah. Ramalan. What's fascinating there is its double meaning. Sure, it means forecast for weather, absolutely. But the source points out it's also tied to horoscopes. Like, it gives the example, salah satu kolom yang popular pada majalah dari ramalan bintangnya. One of the popular columns in that magazine is the horoscope. So, that single word, ramalan, it shows this deeper cultural link, doesn't it? Between predicting weather and maybe predicting the future through stars, language reflecting beliefs.
That's a really neat connection. What about lebih baik? Better.
Lebih baik. Well, primarily, yes, it means better. It's mostly used in comparisons. To show preference or an advantage. The source has a great example. Karena besok ujian lebih baik belajar daripada bermain. Because of tomorrow's test, you're better off studying than playing around. You see? It's about comparative value, or sort of the recommended thing to do.
Got it. And sampai. You said it means to arrive, but it feels like there's more to it.
Indeed, yes. Sampai means to arrive, like arriving at a place. But it's also really versatile. It's used for until. Think of the common farewell. Sampai ketemu lagi.
Until we meet again.
Exactly. So it works as a verb to arrive and also like a preposition until. Shows how one word can connect actions to time or destinations. Really functional in everyday chat. So moving from the words themselves to how they fit together, the grammar part, it builds right on that dialogue, focusing on weather and seasons. It explains how you'd ask about the weather forecast, using phrases like, apa ramalan Cuaca untuk besok? Or bagaimana ramalan Cuaca untuk besok? Basically, what is or how is the weather forecast for tomorrow?
Right. Okay. That seems incredibly practical if you're planning a trip or something. Very direct.
And it goes a bit deeper with Ramalan too. The source shows how forecasts can even imply a prediction made in the past. For instance, it gives this example about an election. Banyak orang meramalkan Jokowi akan mengalahkan Fauzipo. Many people forecasted Jokowi would defeat Fauzipo in the Jakarta governor election back in 2012.
I see.
So it shows that Ramalan has this broader predictive sense. It goes beyond just weather into like general foresight or predicting outcomes.
And the source gives us this like fantastic list of weather words, a whole toolkit. We've got hujan for rain, Gillet for a flash, like lightning flash. PT for a thunderbolt. Then Barangan, windy. Berawan, cloudy. Berkebut, foggy or misty. And terms for temperature and feel. Sejuk, mild. Dingin, cool. Panas, hot. Gera, which is like stifling hot. Lembab, humid. Sera, sunny. And general conditions. Cuaca baik, nice weather. Cuaca buruk, bad weather.
Right. Plus, iklim for climate and suhu udara for air temperature. It's pretty comprehensive.
It really is.
And crucially for understanding Indonesia itself, the source points out that being a tropical country, it hanya memiliki dua musim, only has two seasons. You've got musim panas, which is the dry season or summer. And musim hujan, the wet or rainy season.
That's fundamental context, isn't it? Especially if you're thinking about visiting. Essential to know.
Absolutely.
And, think about visiting. We saw Andy and Lisa were heading to Bandung, which brings us neatly to the cultural insight part. These language lessons often open doors to this richer context. Let's explore what the source tells us about Bandung itself.
Yeah, Bandung. It's a really interesting city. It's Indonesia's third biggest by population. It's in West Java and apparently pretty easy to get to from Jakarta, like an hour and a half by car now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thanks to a toll road, the Cipularang, that opened back in 2005, makes a big difference.
And one thing that really jumped out at me was its nickname from the Dutch colonial times, Paris of Java, because of its superbly organized urban planning. That's quite an image.
It really is. And that connects to its climate too. It has this mild temperature pretty much year-round, which makes it understandably a super popular weekend getaway spot, especially for people coming from the Jakarta area to escape the heat, maybe.
Right, makes sense. Climate driving tourism.
Exactly. It shows the practical appeal.
And then beyond the weather, Bandung is apparently famous for its food. Remember, Lisa wanted that Batagor Bandung.
Huh?
The source describes it sounds delicious. Steamed meat with tofu served with peanut paste and lime. And it mentions other favorites too, like peyem, fermented cassava, and baked brownies. My mouth is watering a bit now.
Mine too. And it's not just food either. Bandung's also really well known for its factory outlets. They're concentrated downtown, places like Dago Street and Rio Street.
Ah, the shopping connection from the dialogue.
Precisely. So you've got this mix. Mild weather, interesting history, amazing food, and great shopping. It really paints Bandung as quite the destination.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? We started with what looked like a simple language lesson, just weather talk. But diving deep into the vocab, the grammar, the cultural notes, we've really uncovered this rich picture of Indonesian life, travel, food.
It really highlights how even these, basic building blocks of learning a language, they're actually powerful gateways. They help you understand the unique character of a place, of its people. This wasn't just memorizing words, was it?
Not at all.
It was about connecting those words to a living, vibrant reality.
Yeah, our little exploration shows how just a casual chat about the weather can spiral out into talking about travel plans, local food specialties, even the historical nicknames of a city.
So maybe consider this. How does really focusing on these seemingly small, everyday conversational bits like talking about the weather or asking if someone's hungry, how does that not only build your language skills, but also, maybe more importantly, deepen your connection, your appreciation for a whole new culture, its history, and all its unique, wonderful details?
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.